Hello fellow YouTubers, Failed here. The third stage of this year's Tour de France is from Olens-sur-Mer to Redon. This year's third stage is quite flat. I really don't see any really big hills, or what you can call them, but the max percent of a slope is 3.5%, and that's not much at all. And I think this is going to be a sprint. I think that Joe Hussold is gonna win the first stage of this year's Tour de France, and I haven't really seen any sprinters yet, because this is the first sprinter stage we have in this year's Tour de France, and the only sprinter that we have seen in action is actually Joe Hussold, and he sprinted, he got third on the first stage. And yeah, I think that Joe Hussold want to defend his yellow jersey, and I think that he's gonna beat Cavendish and Betaki. If someone is gonna beat Joe Hussold, it's gonna be Mark Cavendish. Mark Cavendish, he had an amazing Tour de France last year, and I think that Mark Cavendish wanna still have an amazing tour this year. We haven't really seen Mark Cavendish in action yet because he got a flat tire on the first stage, and I actually think that he could be a really competitor on the first stage if he followed the pace, but he couldn't. I think that Mark Cavendish is going to be in the sprint, and he's going to be one of the first three. I haven't really seen this person, this rider in action yet. It's Alexandro Petaggi, and I think that Alexandro Petaggi is going to have a good chance of winning the third stage of this year's Tour de France, because he is quite good on flat stages, but at the end there's a little hill that can affect, not much actually, but it's gonna affect on Cavendish, I think, because he's not that strong. But we haven't seen Alexander Petaggi at all. I've not seen him on the team Torrent Travel, and I haven't seen him on the first stage, so I'm not so confident about this choice. This is the second time I have to say this. Hello fellow YouTubers, Failed here, and welcome back to the third stage of this year's Tour de France. And today we are not gonna do anything, I don't think. We're gonna go into a breakaway with Tosato, and that's probably the only thing that's gonna happen for us today, because it's not the greatest stage for us, because we're only gonna ride for Contador, and this stage it's kind of flat. But I'm gonna start recording again when I get into the stage.
We're back on the coast today in Olens-sur-Mer for the start of the third stage of the Tour de France. It will see the peloton heading due north for the best part of 200 kilometers, at the end of which they will have just sneaked into Brittany. The finishing line is in Redon, and there is little doubt that the first one to cross it will be a sprinter, as there are no major problems en route, and the final few kilometers are as good as flat.
So, now it's gonna get going. I just want you to listen to that. See you when something interesting happens. So the first attack on this stage is with Sabatini, Roland, Jalan, Turgot, Vanbo. I decided to attack with Vanbo instead of Tosato, because Tosato sat in the back of the peloton, and he didn't have the time to get away. And Izagirre, Thomas, Hinault, Rux, Brut, Dumoulin, and Murillo. Most of these guys are the same, and that's the thing that I kinda hate about Pro Cycling Manager. It's the same guys that attack on every stage. It's like 10 out of 13 is the same. But yeah, I'm gonna come back when the attack is gonna send it out. I think that we got the final breakaway away now, and it's consisting of Lang, Valentine, Geraint Thomas, De Gent, Jean, Perez Moreno, Coyote, Minard, and Mersmart. And I decided not to go in the breakaway because I don't feel like this stage is gonna be a stage for the breakaway guys, and I don't want to waste.
The pace is quite slow on this section. The riders are obviously keeping something back. We should be in for quite a finish.
I don't want to waste powers on something that I don't need to waste powers on. So I'm gonna come back with the sprint, the intermediate sprint, not the final sprint. We are now close to the sprint, so I decided to record now. But yeah, the breakaway now got 7 minutes, and they're gonna get caught. Yeah, I know, because they're taking time on them now, and it's HTC High Road who's getting them, and I think this is a stage for Cavendish. So this is gonna be a boring stage on my part, but it's kinda interesting to watch if my bet goes right. And by the way guys, I said that I would odds on Hussold, but I'm not so sure. Maybe that's... I don't really know if I should odds on this stage, but yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna odds for Farah, maybe. I really don't know. And De Gent is gonna win this. And that was close, but I really don't know if I should bet on this stage or not, because it's not sure to bet on the first sprinter stage, because you never know which of the sprinters has the best leg this year, and I have to bet something. So I think I'm gonna bet on Farah, not Cavendish, because he didn't seem to have the greatest leg. I don't know. I'm gonna think about that. I'm gonna come back with the final 15 kilometers. I don't know what I recorded, but we didn't take any time at all. I don't know if you see that, but maybe I failed. Who's up one? I don't know if you saw that either, but I just realized that I not recorded. I don't know. See you in the next episode of this year's Tour de France.